Despite its size, if you just have 2 or 3 days on Hawaii Island, you can see and do a lot. This road map is a guide showing where things are and what they're like. The Big Island is home to volcanoes, extinct, dormant, and active, including Kilauea, one of the most active on Earth, and Mauna Loa, which erupted in 2022 after a 38-year hiatus. These volcanoes have given the island its size, adding land as lava meets water, and a stark, otherworldly beauty that draws tourists to its shores. With 200,000 residents, Hawaii Island is ringed by spectacular beaches, in colors found few other places. A black sand beach on its south shore is easy to reach, but the trek to its green beach is an adventure all its own. World-class snorkeling and hiking, spectacular parks, and the ever-present power of the ocean make this an ideal destination for nature lovers. The Big Island has 2 airports, Kona on the west side and Hilo on the east, with Volcanoes National Park kind of in between, though closer to Hilo. Both cities offer a different feel. The Kona side of the island gets more sun, the Hilo side more rain. But if volcanoes are why you came, consider a park hotel or a rental near the park. Big is a good name for this island. Drives are longer, so plan accordingly. My first time on the Big Island, I only had 2 days to explore. I saw a lot. You can too. So, if you just have a few days on Oahu or another island, but really want to see a volcano, you can do it. And if you have a bit more time, there's a lot more to see. Start your visit at Volcanoes National Park at the Visitor Center just past the gate. Rangers will gladly help you plan your time at the park. Check the park's website often for updates on eruptions and lava flows. Sometimes the show you've come to see can interrupt your well-planned visit. The park is always open, 24 hours a day, year-round. The per-vehicle cost for 7 days is $30. Buy your digital pass before arrival at recreation.gov and print it out. I've been to the park numerous times, and even when the lava isn't flowing or visible, it doesn't disappoint. You'll drive to all the sites, the steam vents, the lava tubes, the crater rim, and the sea arch via the 18.8-mile chain of Craters Road. There's day hiking and backcountry hiking too, and there are dining options at the Volcano House Lodge near the main gate. How long you should stay at the park is up to you. If lava is flowing, crowds will be too. Lots of people bring lots of traffic, and sometimes that means closures. There are a lot of rental units around the park, but the closest I've stayed is at an Airbnb just south of Hilo. The standalone pool house was perfect for me. A short hike through the adjacent jungle brought me to a secluded waterfront spot that left me feeling like I was the only person on the island. Years later, it's still one of my favorite spots on the Big Island. This is where I am. I feel like I'm, again, on Survivor, but the ocean is out there, so let's go take a look. From Hilo, the park is about 30 minutes away. It takes 2 hours from Kona. That's a long and lonely drive back. So if possible, split your stay, somewhere near the park and somewhere on the Kona side of the island. My last trip, I stayed in the Captain Cook area, south of Kona, in a mountainside Airbnb, a standalone unit built behind a house. This place had 2 special features, an orchard that made breakfast way too easy, and an incredibly steep driveway that put a little thrill into every journey. Just below the house is Kealakekua Bay, home of the world's best snorkeling, or so they say, and the Captain Cook Monument. As I age, I fail to realize that there are things I can no longer do, or in this case, the Captain Cook Monument Trail, things I could never do. It's a shame that didn't stop me. This 3.7-mile hike nearly did me in. It's all downhill until it's not. At the bottom, it's a beautiful setting for a monument commemorating the death of one of the world's most controversial explorers, British Captain James Cook. The European who discovered these islands was killed near this spot. The scenic nature of this place belies its violent past. The clear, calm water is attractive to dolphins, manta rays, and extremely colorful fish. There are numerous snorkeling tours offered, some by boat, others by kayak. Play it smart, go with one of them and avoid the 1,300-foot climb back up. There is not enough water or protein bars to make that hike seem easy.
Shoot. If Hawaii doesn't kill you, you keep coming back for more.
After an impossible hike, the South Kona fruit stand is the perfect destination. Yes, incredible smoothies, but delicious sandwiches too. Just up from there is St. Benedict's Painted Church, a small Catholic church like no other you've seen. Spend a few minutes inside soaking up the calm and the charm this place offers. Explore the cemetery too. The headstones provide a fascinating glimpse at the island's rich and diverse past. Not far from the church is a National Historic Park not to be missed. Though the name is a struggle to properly pronounce, this 180-acre site was a place of sanctuary for Hawaiian lawbreakers. With a detailed map, a self-guided walking tour opens up an ancient world with a 12-foot tall, 18-foot thick Great Wall, wooden gods, shelters, a sacred temple, and a black lava rock shoreline that's fun to explore. It's about impossible to shoot a bad photo here. The soaring palms alone are worth the entry fee, $20 per car. The park's open daily from 8:15 a.m. to 15 minutes past sunset. Next to the park is Two Step, an extremely popular snorkeling site. With abundant sea life and some healthy coral, plan your time here. It's not a sandy beach, but there's lots of rock to spread out on. Two Step may be short on sand, but the Big Island has lots of stunning beaches. Not that far away is the easy-to-reach Black Beach just off Highway 11. Honolulu Beach is the place to feel black sand between your toes. Ocean currents make this beach less than ideal for swimming, but there are restrooms and picnic areas and a chance to see sea turtles. It's a beautiful spot and worth some valued vacation time. But avoid the hot foot, bring flip-flops. Black sand holds heat. Now, what I said about easy to reach does not in any way apply to the Big Island's Green Beach, Papakolea. Getting there is half the fun. So from Highway 11, you turn south between mile markers 69 and 70 towards South Point. It's an 8-mile drive to the parking lot. That's where you'll make the decision. Hike 5.5 miles round trip or pay for a ride on one of the locals' pickup trucks. The latter is unauthorized and discouraged by the powers that be, but obviously allowed to continue. The $20 to $25 round-trip price gets you standing space on the back of a pickup truck. If you're lucky, you'll at least have a bar to hang on to. It's a rough ride. The ruts in the road swallow trucks. If safety and injury prevention are your thing, this isn't a good idea. It is an adventure, though, and despite the damage these trucks clearly do to the environment, a choice you'll have to make. Knowing all this now, I'd like to think I'd hike in next time. Once you arrive, on foot or by truck, make your way down the cliff to the beach. Keep in mind, when they say green, they don't mean Kermit green. It's more of an olive color, and best seen as the sun hits it at an angle. The coloration comes from olivine, a mineral containing iron and magnesium, a common component of lava, and thanks to its sparkling nature, it's called Hawaiian diamond. Aside from the sand, this cove has a lot going on. The constant wave action, walled in by the surrounding cliffs, give way to a non-stop ocean roar that adds to the sensory overload. If you come by truck, you've got about 30 minutes to an hour before you need to be back at your departure gate. I'd like to tell you the ride back is smooth like butter. I really would. Before hitting the main road, drive to the end of South Point and take a look around at the southernmost point in the USA. On the other side of the island, you can see sunset above the clouds and take stargazing to new heights at Mauna Kea, an active volcano whose 13,800-foot summit is home to 13 observatories, funded by 11 countries. If you're into space science or sci-fi, it's a must. For experienced mountain drivers in 4x4s, the drive up to the often snow-capped summit might be doable. If you're from a southern state like me, it is definitely not. Tours are offered departing Kona or Hilo, but with travel time to and from, they eat up lots of hours. However you get there, everyone must wait 30 minutes at the 9,000-foot visitor center to acclimate to the altitude before ascending the summit. A bit north and east along the windward side of Hawaii Island is Lapahoehoe Point Beach Park, an area of outstanding beauty where nature's force is on display. The name refers to the angular lava tip or cape formed by smooth lava. Enjoy the roar of the ocean and take a moment to remember the 20 school children and 4 teachers who died here in the 1946 April Fool's Day tsunami that claimed many more lives on the island. The day I was there, a dog, almost as large as my car, really wanted a ride, and an endangered Hawaiian monk seal just wanted a rest. The Big Island isn't just volcanoes and beaches, it's got green pastures, farms, and cattle ranches too. For a dramatic change of scenery, head north to Waimea and get there around sunset for the most spectacular golden hour you'll ever experience. As the sun goes from red to orange to yellow, you'll know why it has that name. If you love pancakes and the old diner feel, Ken's House of Pancakes in Hilo is for you. It's my Big Island go-to guilty pleasure. And while you're in Hilo, make sure to see Rainbow Falls. It's easy to get to, and more than lives up to its name. Bright and sunny mornings offer the best chance to see rainbows. On an earlier trip, my Airbnb hosts in Hilo took me to a legendary social gathering that I would never have known about or had access to. It's called Uncle Robert's. It's hard to describe, but it's right up there with the most fun I've had in all of Hawaii. Set in the lava flow zone, an area covered in the hot stuff back in the day, this makeshift complex hosts a night market, live music, delicious food, an exceptionally large bar, arts and crafts, and odds and ends to buy. But its main feature is friendly, welcoming people, just enjoying a midweek break together. It's a prime example of what's great about Hawaii and Airbnb superhosts. The Big Island's 2 airports in Hilo and Kona make inter-island travel so easy. The Kona airport has more flights and serves more airlines than the airport in Hilo. Several carriers fly direct from the mainland to Kona. United offers mainland direct flights to both Kona and Hilo. If you're more into beaches, Kona is right for you. If it's volcanoes and rainforest you're more interested in, then it's Hilo. And if you want both, you might consider flying into one airport and out from the other. If you find this video roadmap useful, subscribe to my channel Newsocracy for more like it. I'm Jim Albritton. Thanks for watching.